What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com, cutting straight to the chase. So the other day I did a video on how the U.S. News and World Report, a dude named Dennis Thompson, wrote an article entitled "Men Taking Bodybuilding Supplements Don't Know They Can Harm Fertility," in which I read the entirety of the article, and I went off threatening, well, not threatening, promising if they don't retract this to sue the U.S. News and World Report if I could find an attorney who thinks this has a case. I do have some attorneys that I work with regularly, so we'll see. We'll see. The message is out there. And then I happen to be clicking around the interwebs, and I see another article in Newsweek, which my boy Adam Coleman's been in here. Like, I got a little bit of love for Newsweek. Scientists warn men over forgotten risk of protein supplements. Written by a chick, or I'm sorry, that was politically incorrect, a broad named Pandora Dewan, a science reporter based in London, UK, a graduate in biological sciences from Oxford. Wow, she's pretty smart. But somebody's plagiarizing somebody, I'm not sure who. So this article was back in November. It's been out so long that the one difference in these articles is that there was a retraction which added in a quote from my good friend and president ISSN, Jose Antonio. And I think that Jose, and I haven't verified this with them, I think that Jose probably saw this and said, hey guys, you probably want to fix this. So here's Jose's quote. And again, the friggin' article is, you can look at them, I'm linking down below, they're just about the same. This is from Joey, Jose Antonio. The review paper itself admits that there are very few studies. Jose Antonio, CEO of the ISSN and professor of exercise science at Nova Southeastern University in Florida, told Newsweek, the treatment duration in the 4 human trials is akin to watching the first pitch of a baseball game and then making a judgment on how they pitch in the 9th inning. Very well done, Joey. Way better than I've done it. See, the thing is, I've literally been looking at this, and maybe they're making an assumption that I'm looking at this again, and I just think they don't know what they're talking about. I think they may be talking about phytoestrogens in soy protein, which has not been shown to really affect serum estrogen whatsoever. But let's say they're doing that. Whatever, that's besides the point. Can someone ask me how 2 separate authors in 2 separate publications, and I checked they're not owned by the same company, had the exact same article? The answer is protein's under attack, supplements are under attack, your freedoms are under attack, and we need to be very, very cognizant of what the hell is going on right now. Now, let me explain. I can show you this video clip right here from Joe Rogan.
The quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about troubling the irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish the same fake story.
You see that right there? All right, so Joe Rogan went on, and I showed Joe Rogan because he's Joe Rogan, right? He's cool. And it kind of shows their reaction. But essentially what they did is they had all these different news networks from different states, different cities, and they all had the exact same story, word for word, verbatim. Meaning that the news was conspiring to strike down all narratives against the official government, aka mainstream narrative, and calling it fake news. So basically they just disseminated all of this information across the population. One concise manufactured message to get people to think in locksteps like the lemmings people are. The same people who are like, yeah, sure, I'll stay in my house for 2 years. Yeah, sure, I'll wear a face covering. I still have a strike on my channel for mentioning face coverings. I gotta be careful with that. I think we're allowed to now, but I never say the M word. I try not to say the C word. So the media knows that most people are uneducated, ignorant, stupid, smooth brains. We just are. society is inherently lazy and stupid. Very few people look into very few people even know what they vote for. Hey, Taylor Swift said, let's vote for Biden. Yay! That's how people act. Most people couldn't even tell you the vice president of the United States is right now. I know back in the day, 80% of people did not know who the vice president was. I think this is during, either Bush's term. I forgot when the data was. People are just ignorant and stupid. They just go about their day, doting along, just doing whatever. So that's the problem. So then what will happen is the government will say that, hey, protein powder is bad. And then these midwit moms will get a hold of this and they'll go telling little Billy, well, you can't take protein because it's infused with anabolic steroids. Again, we had this back in the 90s and the 2000s. When I first started taking creatine, I thought it was an anabolic steroid. But since it was legal and I wasn't man enough to buy pro hormones, that was beyond my risk taking. But dude, the fake news was the difference is we have social media now. Like you're watching this video, I'm calling this out. Back in the day, we did not have social media. We had Alta Vista and Yahoo when I first started. This is like in the late 90s, which are the current Google kind of thing, right? Search engine. So we didn't have this information. So all I'm seeing is these news reports, new steroid called creatine. Creatine is bad for your kidneys. And at the time, I was trying to bulk up to play football. I knew that creatine wasn't a banned substance. And I was like, okay, I know they test for steroids, but they don't test for this creatine stuff. So I remember that my buddy Eddie worked at GNC. And he was a manager, and he was able to, I think he either had a fake return or a real return, but he got me some phosphagen. And I remember it was like, I got this stuff, this EAS phosphagen. It was creatine with dextrose, I believe. It was grape flavor. I think it was grape flavor. And I remember getting it, and I felt like I just scored the biggest steroid loot in the history of steroid gains. I was looking at this like, dude, like I remember I took the first scoop, and I felt dirty. Right? Like I felt I just cheated. Creatine is literally 3 amino acids. But that's what the media does. And that's what they did to me because I didn't have this video that's going on YouTube, that's going on Spotify, that's going on X. I didn't have someone like me to come out and say, wait, this is BS. So put it in perspective. Let's say the Russian collusion hoax was shown to be a hoax. It was all fake. The dossier and all that stuff. Everybody believed it because it's what they showed you. You know, everybody believed that the thing that hit in 2020 was this crazy Ebola-like thing, and it turned out to be, well, honestly, less deadly for most groups of the population than the flu. This thing, which might be anything, but it's certainly not that thing you're thinking of, because what I want to just state is the WHO and the CDC are always correct, no matter what, because I like my channel. So what I want to get at is, dude, they are coming after our supplements. They're coming after our freedom. They're going to try and regulate things. It is going to get out of control. And that's why we need to be cognizant. We need to fight for our liberty. If you give them an inch, they think they're a ruler. And at the end of the day, this is the United States of America. It is of the people, by the people. Unfortunately, government's gotten bloated. Government's got out of control. We have non-elected bureaucrats making rules for everybody, and it's completely out of control. But we need to take control back. Look, guys, if you have a congressman, a senator, whatever, and they start to do stuff like this, we need to get active. But I also want you to go ahead and just realize that U.S. News and World Report and Newsweek, they're all trying to psych you out. It's all fake. How do you have a chick and a dude, two separate people from two separate publications, writing the same goddamn article? It's because they're not writing the articles. They're given a guideline. They pass it off to either a fake author that they AI generated, or Sports Illustrated just got caught doing that. Fucking Sports Illustrated had a fake AI generated author, and they got caught. So you got all these fake articles. They go in, they put it under someone's name, and they just pop it out there. The same article. They might put a couple things in there, change a word here and there. At the end of these, they're same damn articles. What else are they doing this on, guys? You can't trust anything. What you can do your research, watch many different viewpoints, and just keep up with things. But honestly, it's been going on since the dawn of time. Like, this is what they do. The U.S. military, the Russians, obviously the Nazis were very, very, very adept propagandists. This is all propaganda, getting people to believe that you will have bitch tits and be taking steroids if you simply drink a protein shake. By the way, Ambrosia Planta, BSCG, Banned Substance Control Group. We literally get it tested. So when they lump in all protein supplements and they don't have one link to one report on a protein supplement that's been shown to have high estrogen or high, you have to have fat, like Newsweek, where is the data? You need something to back up this claim. You have nothing to back up this claim. Nothing. With that being said, guys, be careful. Be careful. The media is simply an arm of the U.S. government. The media is not trying to do, the job of the media is simply to keep the government in check. It's literally a fact checker for the U.S. government. That is, in my opinion, and it might not be factual, that is one of the main roles of the media, but instead it's become an arm of the U.S. government, just like they did during the 2020 thing. They're doing now. They've been doing it forever. This is what they do. They are bought, they are paid for, they are whores, they are scum, and this is what they do. Newsweek, you're put on notice as well. Retract this article, I will sue your ass, all right? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Speaking of the holidays, even though I haven't brought up the holidays, we have the 8 days of gains going on at Tiger Fitness now. Go to tigerfitness.com. Every single day until December 15th, the end of Hanukkah, we are doing the 8 days of gains. It's not because anything, except it gives us a chance to give you guys a deal. And hey, we celebrate all holidays. We'll be showing some love during Christmas and probably some other holidays during this holiday season as well. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm Marc Lobliner. That's not a game. The Outright Bar was created for my kids. My kids need a snack to eat during soccer tournaments, and also I wanted a bar for myself to eat pre-workout, post-workout, and also throughout the day. You want your Outright Bars right now. That's why we have a partnership going with the Vitamin Shop to make sure that we're in all 750 plus locations, providing the best price, the best service, the best people to give you the Outright Bar when and where you need it.